one of the Wingfoil World Cup here on Jericoacoara beach, and today is going to be a pretty challenging day because the 50 or so competitors all compete off one start line in a rabbit start in a long distance race. Not only is that a race important in itself, it's all about seeding the men into 3 groups for the short course racing, which is what they get into this afternoon. So each competitor has 4 short course races, so everyone at the end of the day is going to be super tired but super happy. Tired but happy riders here on Jericoacoara beach at the end of a really challenging day 1 of competition. They're having a beer now and they well deserve it because they've had a lot of racing today. So a lot of really tired limbs and some calluses on the hands, but it's been worth it, and particularly for Paula Novotná from Czech Republic. She's leading the women's division with back-to-back bullets. In the men, they got 3 divisions and it's really tight on points, but leading the men at the moment by less than a point is Mathis Ghio from France. So absolutely all to play for, and we will be back to you with more on day 2. If any of the riders felt tired after 5 races on day 1, what are they going to be like at the end of today? Because they got 8 races today. They got 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. That's an awful lot of competition. Now in the women, is anyone going to be able to stop Paula Novotná, because the Czech rider ran away with all the races yesterday? In the men's fleet, it's much tighter, with less than a point separating the top 3 on the leaderboard. Frenchman Mathis Ghio leading by a fraction from another Frenchman, Mathis Ghio, and also Italy's Alessandro Tomasi just behind the French. So it is all to play for in the men's division right now. 8 races completed on day 2 here in Jericoacoara beach. So there are some tired athletes coming ashore for a caipirinha this evening. So in the women, Ceres from France, she took 2 races off Paula Novotná from Czech Republic, as yet undefeated. Out of the 3 men's divisions today, there was only one absolute perfect winner, winning all 8 of his races, and that was Mathis Ghio from France. But he still hasn't quite closed the gap on another Frenchman who's still leading overall. That's Mathis Ghio. So it continues to be really tight at the top in the men's division. We'll see how things change tomorrow. It's the final day of qualifying, which means for the men, it's their last opportunity to break into the top 14 for tomorrow's Gold Fleet racing. 8 races yesterday, that was really tiring. And yesterday's highest performer, Mathis Ghio from France, he won all 8 of his races. Will he be able to close the gap on the current leader, another Frenchman, Mathis Ghio? In the women, well, Ceres from France, she did close the gap a little bit yesterday on Paula Novotná. She won 2 races. Will the French rider be able to take more races off the leader? leader. So the gap is closing at the top of the women's leaderboard, and as it's been from the very beginning, it remains really tight between the men. Seven more races done today, and that was the end of qualifying, and we got a new leader in the men. It's now France's Mathis Ghio that moves up to top spot, but there's less than 2 points separating the top three. So when those riders come in to the Gold Fleet Racing on the final day, that 2-point advantage could disappear in the blink of an eye. Meanwhile, in the women, Aran Ceris is closing the gap on the lead, but Paula Novotná from Czech Republic, she's still sailing strong. She's looking like she's gonna see out the title and match the one that she won in Lake Garda a couple of months ago. Final day of competition here on Jericoacoara Beach. In the women, Paula Novotná from Czech Republic is going to be super hard to beat, probably going to get the gold. In the men, much harder to predict. The top 14 go into Gold Fleet Racing for the first time today, a proper head-to-head, and less than 2 points separate the top three. That's Mathis Ghio in the lead, Alessandro Tomasi in Italy, and another Frenchman, Bastien Escoffier, and in third. And so whoever comes out on top of those three is most likely going to win, but it's very unpredictable. It's going to be dramatic all the way to the finish of today, and we can't wait. We have our first ever world champions in wingfoil racing, a brand new discipline, but now it's on the map. And our first ever winners are Paula Novotná from Czech Republic, and in the men, it's France's Mathis Ghio. Now Novotná, she's looked dominant all week, so it was no surprise to see her take out the championship today. Ghio had a lot of work to do to beat the other competitors in the men's Gold Fleet, but 4 straight bullets this morning before the lunch break put him in a good order to go and seal out the championship. And those riders couldn't be happier. And everybody here has had an absolutely fantastic time. The breeze, the sunshine, everything has been perfect here in Jericoacoara Beach, and we have our first ever world champions.